at the Royal Star Film Festival. We've got Corey and Stephanie Adkins here. This is the director and producer and real boss team actually behind Crossing Superior, correct?
Yes.
Documentary film. Why don't you tell everybody here what a little synopsis of the movie?
Well, it's about the three gentlemen from Stand Up for Great Lakes who their mission is to cross all 5 of the Great Lakes on stand-up paddleboards. They have done Michigan and Huron, and then this one was Superior. So what they do is they put their bodies to the test, and they paddleboard across the lakes without touching the boats, or they bring all their own food on the boards and this and that. And they go straight across the lakes, and they raise money for different nonprofits for either environmental issues or keeping the history of the Great Lakes alive.
Oh, that's fabulous. So this is a great way to obviously get the word out. Have you been in contact with them before the Superior to kind of help set up what you were wanting to film?
Yeah, how did you find out about them, and how did you guys get together for this?
We actually, I met them at the Thunder Bay International Film Festival in Alpena. And that was after they did Michigan, and they came up to me and said, "Hey, Corey, how would you like to cross Lake Huron with us?"
3 miles an hour. For 20 hours. Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, yeah, I guess so." And so, so I hopped on a boat without knowing what was going to happen, and I spent 28 hours on Lake Huron with those guys.
Wow. That's a long time.
It was something that was just amazing to watch.
Right. So,
at 3 miles an hour.
You involved,
Yeah, I was like land crew, so
Okay.
I will always like with the families, with the support teams, kind of send them off via land, and then help him a ton with just all the post production stuff was logging and transcribing and
So I do have to ask, there's a scene where they leave. How did you set that scene? How did you get the fog to come in on that? Because that was pretty epic.
Yeah,
that is quite fantastic. I don't know how you pulled that off.
smoke machine.
I got Ozzy Osbourne's crew right down. They brought the fog machines
As
in.
a filmmaker, could you ask for anything more spectacular than that? That was just wow.
That was something else because of just what that place meant, to the natives and stuff. That was pretty special.
So it was 28 days on the lake.
No, 28 hours.
28 hours, I'm sorry. How long was the production of this working with them and getting to know? I imagine there's got to be a pretty strong relationship that's grown.
Yeah.
How long did this take?
Well, Huron was 28 hours. Superior was actually 21 because they were just going so fast across the lake.
It's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah.
It's kind of you built it up pretty nicely there before we got to that point.
Well, Huron was
kind of just gave a spoiler.
Huron was meant to be 90 miles and ended up being almost 100 by the time they touched land, and Superior was like 60 miles.
Yeah,
so
a
a little bit shorter, a little bit faster, better condition.
Shh, no spoilers given.
Is there a sequel coming out? Which lake is left?
Lake Erie coming Thanksgiving.
Are you going to film that?
I already did.
Oh, fantastic.
Crossing
Okay, awesome.
happened this summer.
So there is some pretty spectacular footage in this. You couldn't have done it without drones. Would I agree? It's just it really sets a tone for this that I think is something that you see now. It's affordable to make those shots. Can you talk a little bit about that, or is this your first working with that? Did you do that, or did you bring someone in to do those shots for you?
I was the main drone flyer,
Okay.
but the other gentleman I brought on board with me, his name is Mark Goethel. He was the guy who got in the water for me because I'm a little bit too fat and out of shape to do that.
Okay. All right.
But he would get into the water and get the in-water shots. I would fly a lot of the drone. He would fly the other half of the drone shots. We brought an Inspire and an Inspire 2 with us.
Okay. There we go.
So we had.
I knew we would get questions. So
Yeah.
Yes.
What were you flying?
Yeah. Yes.
So
absolutely.
the Inspire 2 has like a weird hover issue. And it will just stop, and we almost lost that on Huron and Superior.
Wow.
You don't want those going down? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't. Not something you want to get in the water. No. So how do the logistics work for you? Because there is a considerable amount of travel in this. Starting on one side, we were at Fish Point. Whitefish Point, and then you're back up in Canada. And
we launched from Canada, and that was like we didn't think the weather was shaping up day one of the weather window, so everybody was kind of doing their own things, and then all of a sudden it was like, that call came in, like, we're going, everybody go. And to get to, Batchewana Bay, Canada, where we were staying, probably was a 4.5 hour drive for me. Okay. So I had to go home, pack the bags. He was already at Whitefish Point on the boat, so it was like they descended on the boats. All the ground crew left to head to Canada and arrived at various times. And then we said, okay, tomorrow's go time, 8 o'clock in the morning, let's go. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So How do you primarily do documentaries? Is this kind of like your forte? You've done some others. You got another one coming out.
Yeah, I do, 1 or 2 documentaries a year, but my main job, I work at 9 and 10 News up in the Traverse City area.
Oh, okay.
And I do.
What a horrible place to live, by the way. Yes, no, it's horrible.
Yeah,
Michigan.
the viewing area.
We're sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the Great Lakes.
Yeah, right.
And beautiful. Yeah.
I'll give
Enough.
Bubbles a plug. That's a cool place.
Yeah. Enough with the beauty.
Do you film for them? Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I do the special projects there.
Cool. Very cool. Yes.
So all the editing, everything, is that done in house by you guys?
Yeah.
This guy.
Wow. How many hours of footage?
Wow.
How many hours of footage do you have from like a project like this that you have to edit down?
Oh, wow, that much. Again, I'll do this. I always read the body language on people when I say this, and you're going to see, you're like, oh,
It was
God.
about 3 terabytes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I always
That's a
say
lot.
though too, really, he started recording this at that Fitzgerald ceremony in
2017.
November of 2017.
I was wondering how that worked. Okay,
And
I
then
came in
it
a little late, so yeah.
concluded in November 2018. So over the course of a year, the training paddles, the interviews, the actual paddle itself, documenting what the actual shipwreck museum does, go into the pictographs, go into, up there in Munising to Grand Island and flying, like all of that happened through the course of a year. So
Now, do you have like a narrative mapped out? I mean,
Thank
when
you.
you're
I was
doing
just gonna
a
ask the
do you
same
have a narrative
question,
mapped
yes.
out where you can kind of edit maybe throughout the filming process, start putting some things together? I mean, do you piece together? Is
How
this
do you
something
script
where-
this out, basically?
you
Yeah.
get all the footage and then start.
I don't storyboard anything. I let the event happen and then work it out in the wash
Yeah.
and when I start to write.
That's excellent.
Yeah, you can't really force. To me, it's hard for me to force things,
Yeah.
especially when it's a documentary style.
which gives you drama like the fog, unplanned.
Yes. That's
Which
the
gives
best.
you drama like Quinn not preparing his water straw, which gives you drama like
Yeah, what, they couldn't sleep the night before?
No, they couldn't.
Was
No,
that-
no,
I
that's
mean,
it. No,
it's gotta be
phenomenal.
nerve-wracking.
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
No, it was a
so you
fantastic-
can't plan that.
Thanks.
Where can people go and see the film?
I do have it on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, just Crossing Superior.
Okay.
And I'm up at the Sioux Film Fest next week. And
Okay.
then we're in the Great Lakes International Film Fest on sometime between September 19th and the 28th. I haven't gotten the date yet, but
Okay. So
yeah,
we'll
it's-
have the link below. If it's on YouTube, we'll put the link below.
Yeah.
When you're done with this interview, definitely go check out the documentary. You're going to see it. Guys, thank you so much for
Thank
stopping.
Oh, yeah,
and
really
chatting
appreciate
with
you coming
us.
out. Thank you very much. Thank you
Great
very
movie.
much.
You guys are going to want to check it.
this is a great film festival.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
Awesome. Thanks.